Yo, chat, how we doing? I need to actually pull up the VOD. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I didn't explain what I was doing tonight. So, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to look at Minecraft Live 2021, and this is a 2 hour and 15-minute VOD, which is very lengthy. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Let me turn this down a little bit so when I talk you can actually like hear me. Does it? I think it starts right here. Oh, you know, hang on. I need to open chat on my phone so I can actually read it without having an alt tab. It's pretty important. There we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Mumbo, and welcome to the Minecraft Live Creator Pre-Show. I definitely could have done that better. Be honest, that was a little bit pants, wasn't it? This should definitely help the situation. A little bit of redstone lamp action, and of course a tiny bit of TNT, why not? And now that I'm fully prepared, I want to welcome you to the Minecraft Live Creator Pre-Show 2021. Absolutely glorious. This first little batch of videos are all linked by the way they take the game and create a challenge for themselves and their friends.
Hey everyone, my name is PathRHD, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft with not only one mice, but two.
This is not actually...
But hey, that's what makes it fun, right?
This is not even the... Let's skip to the actual, like, the part that I came here for.
Oh, I think it's him.
Oh, no. No!
Alright, here we go. Good part. What's wrong with these I'm just gonna turn the captions off. They're not correct. Minecraft Dungeons. You know, they actually end up putting that game on Steam. Pretty cool. I might play it at some point. I think it's on Game Pass.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live.
Maybe the captions will be correct now.
2021.
Nope, it's still not correct. Okay, screw the captions.
I'm your host and chief storyteller of Mojang Studios, Lydia Winters. We have an exciting show for you today, filled with all things Minecraft. You'll vote a new mob into the game, hear what's happening in Minecraft Dungeons, learn how to design and play with your own Minecraft mob, find out the next Minecraft update, and much.
What do you mean? If we're playing on Java, the correct version of Minecraft, we can already just mod. Then again, if they're adding like special tools to the game, then you know that I'm all for that. That's cool, but you know, mods.
Much more. Seriously though, we have a packed show for you. The best part is that you get to hear everything directly from the cool humans making it, and they will give you the inside knowledge that no one outside of Mojang Studios knows, our best kept secrets, until we tell you all of them today. So let's do it.
Cool set.
Our social team will be tweeting throughout the show and want to know what you think about everything we announce. Hang out with us here and also there. Last year, we announced quite an anticipated update, the Caves and the Cliffs update. We've seen all the incredible things you've done with Caves and Cliffs Part 1 and can't wait to see what you do with Part 2. Agnes and Henrik are here to give us a peek into the surprising development process for Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Hi Agnes, hi Henrik.
Hello.
Agnes, how are you feeling?
I'm ready for
I'm super happy to be here.
Caves
I'm
and Cliffs
excited.
Part 2.
So excited. And Henrik, it's your first time on the Minecraft live stage.
It is. It's not your first time though, right?
It is not my first time. You two are going to tell us about Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and the thing that I think is the most amazing is how involved and how essential the community was to making it.
Yes, yeah, this update changes basically everything about the world generation in the game. So we've added like massive mountains, massive caves, and it's been really hard to kind of balance that because we want to add all this new cool stuff. But when people are playing the game, we also want them to be able to encounter like the old familiar stuff. So this balancing act is really hard. So as designers and developers, when we test the stuff we built, how do we know if it's any good, right? How do we know if it's better? So we've needed a lot of help, and we've definitely gotten it. So we've been shipping snapshots, betas every week, and the people have been play testing and giving us feedback. And it's just been wonderful. It feels kind of like they're colleagues helping us to build this great game.
That's amazing. And you have an amazing example of someone who took a lot of time giving notes.
Yeah. For example, a player tweeted at me this wonderful big picture showing.
Oh yeah, apparently they're gonna add like actual mountains. Like it's not gonna be like these little like basically tall hills. They're gonna be like actual mountains, which is great.
Like across different snapshots in the same location, what changed across different snapshots, and offered some opinions on that and some feedback.
That's
and
good.
this kind of stuff takes a lot of time to do. It's research that the users are doing for us, and we get a lot of this stuff, and it just saves time, and that's time that we can use, of course, to make the game better.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, it truly is. And I mean, this is like the biggest update we ever done, and we couldn't have done it without the community.
Oh, that's
yeah.
incredible.
We've been memeing it for a while.
I know you were kind of nervous when you decided to split the update and tell everyone about that.
Yes, I mean it's a very big decision, and we took it together as a team. But yes, when it was time to announce it was quite scary. But we thought the best thing is just to be transparent, because as we know, Minecraft is crafted together with the community, and then it's good if we just are as honest as we possibly can.
Their transparency
and then when we
is honestly
did
incredible.
Announce it, everyone was just
Like how they
so
talk
caring
about,
and understanding. And
okay, guys, this is what we're talking about for the
the most
update.
beautiful community. So yeah, thank you.
We absolutely do.
And it was so nice as a team to be able to not rush it, since this change is so big, to be able to do it properly and take the time and really do it well. So we're super thankful that we got such strong support for it.
That's awesome. And I mean, sometimes during the development process, things change and you decide you want things to be bigger and better, which kind of moves them to a different timeline. And I know we have one of those today.
Yeah, we do. So we have been working quite a lot on the Deep Dark, the Warden, and the Skulk Sensor. And we're so excited about this, and we know everyone is.
Minecraft is a horror game now,
so
apparently.
It got a bit bigger because we really want to do this right and do it with super high quality. But that's also the reason to that we moved it to the next update instead.
And we're going to talk about the next update at the end of the show,
yes,
right?
So we're going to show both some new things from the Deep Dark and some other new things. So that's exciting.
So we'll move the Deep Dark feature set into the next update, which will be after
Wait, what?
Caves and Cliffs.
We want to do this right and do it with
bigger and better, which kind of moves them to a different timeline. And I know we have one of those today.
Yeah, we do. So we have been working quite a lot on like the Deep Dark, the Warden, and the Skulk sensor, and we're so excited about this, and we know everyone is. And so it got a bit bigger because we really want to do this right and do it with super high quality. But that's also the reason to that we moved it to the next update instead.
And we're going to talk.
Is she talking about this update, or is it getting delayed? I guess we'll figure that out in a minute.
About the next update at the end of the show,
Yes,
right?
so we're gonna show both some new things from the Deep Dark and some other new things, so that's exciting.
So we'll move the Deep Dark feature set into the next update, which will be after Caves and Cliffs Part 2. And we're going to look at that later in the show. You're going to get to see some really cool stuff from Brandon.
I mean, I don't
Now,
think it's actually
Henrik and
that scary,
Agnes,
but
you two are working with
you know what I mean.
an awesome team of developers. And this was like quite a technical challenge. So we have an inside look at sort of a lot that went into Caves and Cliffs Part 2.
Yep, let's watch it.
The best part of my job, I think it's just creating a game.
Is this the textures
I
guy?
want to make people happy. In the new update, I've been primarily focusing on creating the mountains.
You made
and
Netherrack look a
also
lot
putting
better,
everything together in
I
the new
think,
generation
if
of the
this is
world.
the textures guy.
So that's the caves and the mountains and everything in between. When I started this project about a year ago, I knew almost nothing about world generation, and I learned so much. And it's really been a team effort, Java and Bedrock together.
Ooh,
In this
Bedrock.
update, my role is to bring to life
Java
the
is
cave part,
superior.
and together with our colleague who work on the mountains, we present to you the cliffs and the caves update. One of the inspirations for the caves is the Sondong's cave systems in Vietnam, because that was one of the largest cave systems in the world. And I feel so proud of it because I came from Vietnam, and we get to use these cave systems in my country and put it into the game. So I felt so proud whenever we think about the caves.
My job is to find what works slow in Minecraft and try to optimize it. The new update changes how the world looks a lot, and it also affects performance quite a lot. The best part about my job is just finding something which can give a big benefit, and then just seeing how FPS improves or how frame time graph.
I gotta be honest, their updates, like day one, they slap. It's not like super buggy when they release it day one, which is pog. Because it seems like I'm cursed with every time I do anything day one. It's just like bug infested. But Minecraft updates seem to be like perfectly fine, on top of like Optifine, because I use Optifine.
Looks much better after the change.
I would say the coolest part about my job is all of the wonderful colleagues that I get to work with. They really inspire me, teach me, and motivate me to be a better version of myself every day.
We put in a lot of time and effort into this update, and I hope that it will inspire and excite our community.
It feels like it's a whole new game.
What a great team you have.
Whole new expansion, baby.
And now, we have been
Re-update,
working on
of
Caves and
course.
Cliffs Part
Yeah,
2. It's
love
been
that.
so beautiful to see how everyone collaborated, like all the different roles, like Bedrock developers, Java developers, designers, artists, sound, and so on. So yeah, it's been so
Yeah,
good.
it feels like when you get a diverse group of people together in a room like that, even if it's a digital room, I guess, then and all focused on one thing like this, it feels like there's no problem you can't solve. Plus, it's fun.
That's amazing. And then you add our community. They're doing bug tracking. They're just everywhere giving us notes and feedback and telling us what's working. So you add that to.
Also, if you're wondering, because I didn't actually point this out the first time, so this is obviously the host. This is the lead developer. I'm pretty sure this is the lead generation guy. Pretty sure.
To an amazing team, and it's
Yes.
really incredible.
We really want actually to highlight everyone that helps us with the public bug tracker we have. So many players report bugs, and then we also have the moderators and helpers, and they help us so much with like categorizing, finding duplicates, asking for additional information, and it's extraordinarily helpful.
We have a really amazing community. Now, you two have been, and actually the whole
I haven't
team
checked the
has been
forum
just
page in a long
kind of
time.
sharing
I have no
images
idea
and
how that's
seeds
doing.
as you're finding things, and
assuming
you
it's
put
doing
together some really awesome worlds for us to look at.
We did.
Yeah, baby. Some good music. Oh, yes. That looks good. That looks good right there. Wow. It's an actual mountain. Yeah, it's a rare biome. I mean, it's taller. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Nice. Granted, those things are gonna be hard to scale without like an elytra. But you know, it's still cool. That looks like it's gonna be a pain to walk through, you know, those thick tree areas. A lot of mobs spawn.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Under those dark forest trees.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is when you look at that video, like initially the plan was just big mountains and natural looking cool mountains and caves, but as we started working on it, the scope kind of grew because we realized that we need to change all the terrain to make this all fit together. But once we started seeing that work, and it was so fun to see how the team started realizing that we're really onto something. This is going to be great. And seeing that inspiration spread and then also spread out to our community through the snapshots has been really fun.
Yeah, and we have been playtesting a lot, and we couldn't stop playtesting.
We get distracted
We just
all the
found
time.
so many cool places, and I feel so inspiring, and that's what we want to do with Minecraft. We want to inspire everyone to play Minecraft in their own way, and like we really feel that this new world generation inspires
there's
going on
absolutely lots of
adventure,
ways that you can go
building,
about
telling
playing
stories.
Minecraft.
So
It's
very
literally
exciting.
the ultimate
That's amazing.
sandbox.
And I mean, so you make all these changes, but then obviously we have so many players who've been playing for so long. I mean, the two of you have worlds that are like 10 years old. And I just love the approach you took to keeping everything really safe for players who have existing worlds.
Yes, it's very important for us to be respectful to players' worlds, and like Minecraft should be a game you can trust, because if you know that it works and it will work for many years, then you can spend like all this love and time on your Minecraft.
Granted, I don't know, because I don't actually have on Java, because I didn't buy Minecraft Java until last year, so I don't have like some like ancient 10-year-old world on Java. But if you like take like a super old world and then like load like on like 1.8 and then like load it on like 1.17, it's probably gonna be like really corrupted. But you know, you can always like make a backup, make copies.
World. So in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we have actually done two things mainly to make sure that everything works well. And the first thing is blending. So as you can see in the picture here, to the left we don't have blending. So then when you update your old world to the new world generation, it would just be like an ugly edge. But now, with blending, it's actually all smooth and pretty.
Yeah, that does
Beautiful.
look better
That makes
than
a
the
huge
original
difference.
image.
And
So
Henrik, I
random.
know
I mean, not
the
that it
other
necessarily looks
part
bad,
you
but,
want to
like,
show
it
us
just
with your
looks
own world.
better.
Yeah, so what happens if you open your old world with a new version of Minecraft? And I took a look at what happens in my old world, which I've had for like 10 years, playing with friends and family. And let's take a
Wow.
look. So there it is, all the old stuff we built 10 years ago. But that's what happens when you
Well,
when you
that's
open-
just it. Okay. Whenever you're gonna load your world into a new version of the game that world is not loaded on before, make a backup. You will be glad if the world corrupts that you will still have a backup of the world. However, you know, at least you can actually still play on older worlds in newer versions of the game.
in the world
without
in
being,
1.18. So it basically
crazy
generates new caves
damaged.
beneath the old areas. And the idea is to create the illusion that was there the whole time. We just, we just didn't go there until now. And the idea.
I'm surprised this didn't all break, to be perfectly honest. This just didn't all corrupt like crazy. Have missing blocks everywhere.
Is to create the illusion that that was there the whole time. We just, we just didn't go there until now. And wow, look what I found.
Yeah.
Don't look, Henrik. There's so many spoilers there. Under your world, so many cool things.
I was squinting, okay?
Okay, good.
That's like the first thing I'm gonna do when I update is just like digging straight down. Well, not straight down actually, but I'm gonna
Always dig. Actually, you probably can't do that in 1.18 anymore. You probably won't be able to do that without like falling into a massive cave and dying to fall damage. So I guess the digging straight down strat won't work anymore.
see what's under my base.
That's so cool. I just love that it adds so much to the existing worlds that our players have.
Another
and so
thing
you're
about, like,
keeping them
loading
safe and adding a
worlds
lot to
is
it.
that-
And that's also an important
Um,
thing. We don't want to force players to have to pick
The
between
chunks
just the
that
new or
you've
just the
already
old. So we want them to be
loaded,
able to experience
they will
both things in the same
remain
world.
the
That's
same.
amazing.
It's only
Throughout the show,
new
we're going to have
chunks that you've never
creator
loaded
questions,
before
and you
that are
two
going
get to have the first
change.
one.
Right.
So
Will Java
that's
and
cool.
Bedrock get part 2 at the same time?
It causes less corruption.
Yes, the plan is to release this on Java and Bedrock at the same time, and also to ship it with what we call seed parity. And that's, what does that mean? So seed is this name for the magic number that is used to determine how your whole world looks like. So every world is unique, and that's driven by the seed. And when you create a new world, it gets a randomly generated seed. But if you dig that seed up, if you really like what you see, you're like, wow, this world is wonderful. I want to share it with my friends. You can dig up that number and share it with others. And then if they open a new world with that seed, they'll see the same thing. But what's new for this update?
However, seeds, you only get like the generation part. You don't get any of like in order for people to like see your world with like your builds and stuff, you'd have to like provide a world download, which I don't think is that hard. I think it's you would just make like a copy of the file of the world and then like send it to them in an email.
Is that also works between Bedrock and Java.
That's amazing.
So if you create a world in Java,
Wait,
and
what? Wow. That's shocking. You know, I remember, because I originally bought Minecraft on the Wii U. Seeds from Java did not work on the Wii U. They did not at all. That's cool. It's cool they're making the seed system work between the different editions.
you think it's beautiful, you want to share with others, anyone who opens their world with that seed, regardless of which edition they're playing, will see essentially almost
Wait,
exactly
what?
the same thing.
Oh, is it Java and
it's
Bedrock?
almost
or is it
identical.
whatever
And then
edition?
it's a
I
thing in the
understand
community,
every
you find a super cool location and you share it, like, look at this world I found. And before, you couldn't do that with players on the other edition, but now everyone can just share cool places together. And I think
Oh,
that's
that's
really
great.
nice.
It's really amazing. I mean,
That's pretty
when you
cool.
find these amazing epic things in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, you obviously
really
want to be
great
able to
that
share
they're
them. So
making the
seed
seed
parity
system
is
like that.
huge. I think everyone's going to be so excited about
So we're
that.
not 100% there yet, but close. It's
Getting
very
close.
similar.
Getting close.
Details will be different. But
Seed
yeah.
almost parity.
Seed almost parity. That's it.
That's what we're going to call it.
So I know everyone is anxiously, including myself, waiting for this update. When do we get it?
So it's actually almost done. So we're going to release it in a month or two.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Agnes and Henrik.
I do
Thank
need to play
you.
Minecraft again at some point.
Caves
I
and
haven't
Cliffs Part 2
played.
will be coming.
I died in my first hardcore world, and then I started my second one. And I haven't played in my second hardcore world in months. Probably need to do that again at some point.
Coming to a screen near you in 1 to 2 months. And speaking of screens, soon there will be another place to play Minecraft. On November 2nd, Minecraft comes to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Oh, I thought it was already on Game Pass.
Minecraft. It's a game all about togetherness and teamwork.
Am I
Let's
wrong?
take a look at some of
I
Minecraft's
thought
most
Minecraft was already
terrific
on Game
teams.
Pass.
Zombies and the drowned. Maybe not the best example. Let's try another. Cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. A relationship that's truly rock solid. Oh dear. How about Steve and Creeper? Okay, maybe not Steve and Creeper. Not them. Not them either. Ooh, that's got to hurt. You realize this is going out live, right? If we don't find a great example of Minecraft togetherness soon... What's that, Goat? You've got the best example of togetherness yet? Okay, This better be good. Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition. Finally, coming together for... No, that's not right. Absolutely not. That's the ticket. Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition are coming to Xbox Game Pass
Java
for PC. We debated which edition to add to the service and decided why not add both. That means Game Pass for PC will be the only way to get Bedrock and Java in one place. Convenient.
Okay. Here's my advice. If you're thinking about buying Minecraft and you own a computer or a laptop, buy Java. Java is superior.
Perhaps a little too convenient? In any case, starting in November, you can play the original Blockbuster, its cross-play supporting cousin, and a cartload of other games with Game Pass for PC.
I like Game
Excellent
Pass.
point, Goat. Game Pass does have PC games. And personally, I can't wait to play those PC games with my two best friends. Ah, the sweet smell of togetherness.
Nice.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm back yet again to help guide you through this year's incredibly important and potentially life-altering vote. Remember the...
Okay, let me give my thoughts on the mob vote. So we have the glare, right? The glare, it will fly to a spot where it's dark enough for mobs to spawn. Okay, so here's the deal. Next update, supposedly, the light level for mobs to spawn is going to be put at 0. Or not 0, it's going to be put at 1. If it's put at 1, and most people I know, including myself, set the brightness setting in their settings to 100. So you can see literally everything. So like, do we really need the glare? Not really. And then there's the copper golem. He randomly presses buttons. I don't think that's helpful because there's already randomization with redstone. Like, you can already make randomized stuff with redstone. On top of the fact you do get to watch the copper golem die slowly as he oxidizes. And then there's the ally, where he just picks up dropped items. The only use I can think of for that is when you're like beacon mining, like mining with a beacon, you give an ally like a diamond so that you make sure you don't miss any diamonds. Or if you're like nether mining, then again, I don't know if they're like mining from netherite, but then again, I don't know if allies are fire resistant or if you can give them like a fire resistant potion. Those are like the only two uses I can think of. I can't think of anything else. But I don't know. I think ally was the most useful. I don't think we need any of the mobs. I think ally was the most useful though.
Phantom for an amazing
what?
Potentially life-altering vote. Remember the Phantom?
Yes, Phantom was absolute garbage. It's still garbage. It needs to... I feel like the Phantom needs to be entirely reworked, entirely just revamped, or removed from the game. Probably just removed from the game would be better.
For an amazing mob that will be added to Minecraft. For those of you who haven't been a part of Minecraft Live before, here's how it works. Our developers came up with 3 different mobs that they think could potentially be a great addition to Minecraft for a variety of reasons. But you, the community of Minecraft players around the world...
I gotta be honest, I also feel like they need to just throw out mob votes. The developers make better decisions than the community, in my opinion. And on top of the fact, the mobs that they present in the mob vote, they're not fully thought out. The mobs, of course, in this mob vote they were, but in the previous 2 mob votes, the mobs were not fully thought out at all. So it was like, you saw like the animated trailer and then you're like, what does this thing do? I have no idea what this thing does. So, third time's the charm. They fully said what the mobs were going to do, in this mob vote, which is great. And then the second issue is that none of them are really they're like they're all meant to have a utility, but we didn't really need any of them. So that's kind of eh. But another positive thing is that they're all the same hostility. They're all passive, which I think is good, and they all serve the same purpose of all being a utility, which I think is a good thing. So maybe fourth time will be like Pog. Like maybe the fourth mob vote will be like really good, you know?
Get to decide which one gets further developed and brought into the game in a future update, and which ones will live on only in our hearts as what could have been.
We do have mods. We can mod them into the game if we so desire. I know somebody's made a mod of the whichever with like the other scrap mobs. So I do know that.
Like you, little baby.
Oh wow.
I'll never forget you.
Oh wow.
Moving on.
That's shocking that they mentioned that. They never that mob honestly was due injustice. They did not present him correctly in any way, shape, or form. The only thing we knew about that mob was it interacted with bees.
The actual winner of last year's intense mob vote was none other than the glow squid. If you haven't run into these majestic creatures swimming around under the stars on a clear night, you are really missing out. But like that was last year, and this is now.
The squid can like, you can kill it for like its glowing ink sacs and then make like glowing item frames and glowing signs. Which I mean, yeah, that's cool, but like, eh.
So here's what you need to do. We have 3 mobs for you to choose from, and there will be 2 rounds of voting. The first round, of course, will include all 3 mobs, but one will get voted out. In the second round, there will only be the 2 remaining mobs, then just one winner in the end. As in previous years, the vote will happen on Twitter.
Why Twitter? Why not just the website or like have it take place in the Minecraft launcher? Why?
So if you don't already have an account, you'll need to quickly make one.
No,
and if you do have an account, make sure you're logged in.
Screw Twitter.
Then when I tell you it's time to vote, go to the Minecraft Twitter account and check out the live voting poll with all 3 mob options. Pick the one you want to see added to Minecraft and click to cast your vote. That's it. It's like super easy. Well, the clicking part is easy. The choosing part, considerably more difficult. Now that you know what to do, let's go over your options. And who better to talk about our 3 potential new mobs than someone who is tiny in size, but never in heart, the one, the only, Tiny Jens. Hey, Tiny Jens. So can you help by telling
What? I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh.
I'll come up to the surface.
Okay. We'll just wait.
Oh, hey. Oi.
Watch it there. Can you hear me now?
What? I still can't hear you. Hold on. So impatient.
Ooh. A little testy.
Just. Phew.
That's interesting.
Oh,
3 monitor setup
Tiny
they
Jens,
have.
you made it. Can you tell our viewers all about this year's mobs?
I'm actually very busy. I lost Tiny Agnes again. I had retraced my steps, and now I have to go all the way back down there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
But don't worry. I know someone who can fill in for me.
Great. Thanks. Oh, okay. Bye, Tiny Jens.
It's the man himself.
You're here.
Hi, Boo.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I guess Tiny Jens sent you while he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly. It's a tough job.
It really is.
He's like another
well, since
lead
you're here,
guy,
can you please
right?
tell?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like another lead guy of like Minecraft.
While he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly. It's a tough job.
It really is.
Yes.
Well, since you're here, can you please tell everyone all about this year's mobs?
Absolutely. So, as you already mentioned, the team came up with 3 lovely creatures that we believe that players will enjoy interacting with, and they are the Glare, the Allay, and the Copper Golem.
Those all sound really cool.
Absolutely. And
their designs are all pretty cool.
To begin with, we have the Glare, which is a creature that flies around and doesn't really like dark areas because it knows that in dark areas there might be monsters spawning.
Yes.
So naturally, it goes to those areas and gets really grumpy about it. And that is to bring that player's attention so that the problem can be fixed.
Okay.
I already gave my explanation, so I'll just let him explain it again, which is fine.
And we are thinking about ideas that in certain circumstances, the Glare may even help you light up these areas to solve your monster spawning problems.
The Glare sounds amazing. I'm ready to vote Glare now.
But then we have the LA, which is also a flying, lovely creature that loves music and
who doesn't?
Nice sounds. And if you give it an item, it will start looking for similar items lying around and bring them to you.
Okay.
And if you also play on a note block, it will drop the items on that location instead.
That's useful.
Yes, and we imagine that players can maybe use this to make the LA help you with, I don't know, sorting items or clearing up areas.
Yeah. That's like the best thing I think come up with.
There are many possibilities.
Okay, so vote Allay. I get it.
Yes, but then we have the Copper Golem. And as the name implies, it's a golem made out of copper, so it's an excellent use for copper. And it will also interact with you, and since it's made out of copper, it will over time oxidize and maybe turn into a statue. But don't worry, you can deoxidize it using an axe, or it actually carries around a lightning rod on its head, so a lightning strike can also deoxidize it.
Wow!
In addition, it loves pressing buttons a little bit randomly, specifically copper buttons.
But it randomly presses them.
Yes, so that can also be used in some interesting contraptions, we believe.
That's amazing. So Copper Golem, Allay, Glare, all sound good.
Like Copper Golem could be like a good decoration
I think it's going to be
piece.
quite difficult.
It's
but
used,
you've
I
given
don't
them a
really
lot to
see
think
the
about.
point
So
of.
I think people will figure out what
like
they
you
like
could
the
already
most.
do that.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Jens, for coming by. I have now a creator question for you.
Hola, soy el 997 de México y tengo unas preguntas
I have no
para
idea who this dude
ustedes.
is.
Primera pregunta, ¿cómo deciden qué mob poner a votación cada año? Segunda pregunta, ¿cómo se le ocurre al equipo cada nuevo mob? Última pregunta, ¿se basan en los comentarios de la comunidad de fans o es inspiración del equipo?
Okay, those 3 questions I think everyone wants to know the answer of.
Yeah, well, ideas and inspiration can come from many places. Sometimes it just spontaneously appears when you're walking around in the park, or often you play other games, watching movies, or playing Minecraft. And the community is also a great help. They have so many ideas and they do so many fun things. So we have a lot of ideas to work with, and we need to figure out which ones do we want to do next. And a good way of doing that is actually playing in the game and see which areas that can be improved.
Both.
So I lost my train of thought.
There's so many different ways that these ideas come, and that's really exciting to hear.
Yeah.
So when
And
the
just
community
other voices
votes
too.
on a
Just
mob
random
today,
inspiration, just random
that mob is
votes.
going to move forward towards being in Minecraft. How finished already is that mob, or is there a lot of work to do?
Well, of course we have the big concept that we wanted to do, but once we have the mob in the game and see how it interacts with the areas and other mobs and items, that's when you kind of find the last magic little details to make it really great.
I like hearing about the last magic details. Well, thanks, Jens. You've given everyone a lot to think about. All right, now you know what your options are. And if you already knew, you know a little more about them. Soon, I'll let you know when the first voting round goes live. For now, let's take a look at something pretty fantastic coming to Minecraft that you don't even have to vote on. Earlier this week, Lydia spoke with Fanny and Quinn from our awesome creator team over in Redmond to get a first look at some interesting things they've been working on.
What?
Each year, we show you some of the cool new things made by our creators for Minecraft Marketplace. This year, we're going to do that.
I don't play Bedrock. I actually know what this is because like I did end up buying the Bedrock edition on my Switch so that I could like stop playing it. Who's calling? Okay, never mind. I don't know that number. Okay. So, anyways, what I was saying, what was I saying? Right, Marketplace. So, I originally bought Minecraft Wii U edition, then I bought Bedrock edition on the Switch, and then I was playing Bedrock edition off of the Xbox. Then when I got my PC, I got Java edition on my PC. So yeah, boo, Bedrock.
And show you how to start creating Minecraft things yourself.
Although
I finally made
cool,
my first mob.
Community contributions.
It's very weird. Fanny and Quinn are here to tell us all about how we can all become creators.
I'm
Hi, Fanny and
that's
Quinn.
not like filled more.
Hello, Lydia.
They got me
So-
sending them like
It's so great to
2,000
be here.
million
Like, just so
letters a
exciting
day.
to talk about our creators and
Contain
what better
just
place to do it
stuff.
than surrounded by the art that they have created.
I know. I walked onto the set and I was like, oh my God, those are Jollycraft skins. Those are Cupcake Brianna. That's Cost Studios. It was so cool. Just, God, those are
Hang on.
Jollycraft skins. Those are
Do you see that? That looks sick. They should have made this the squid. That would have looked so much cooler. Anyways.
Cupcake Brianna. That's Cost Studios. It was so cool just seeing all of their skins and worlds and concepts all on the wall.
They are really amazing. I mean, the creativity from our creators, those names, that makes sense now. It's just mind-blowing. Before we get too far in, though, we should probably explain to everyone what is a creator?
Yeah, of course. So creator is really anybody who makes anything in Minecraft. You know, whether you're doing skins, textures, worlds, terraforming, UI, and even for me, like people that are making mods and add-ons and, you know, that kind of more developer type, those are creators too.
Definitely. For me, the way that I always like to think about it is that a creator is anyone that
does
makes something in
anything
Minecraft and then
Minecraft
shares it with someone else. And that can be like little
Including
Mac
myself.
sharing it with their friends at school, or that could be a
Hashtag
team
ad.
of creators that sell something in the marketplace. And then everything in between, right? And our mission really is to empower all of them to make whatever their imagination is telling them to do. We want to really give you all the means, documentation, tools to be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's just such a cool thing to be able to work on that everybody can be a creator.
That is so cool. And Fanny, you mentioned tools. I think it's so interesting. Your team is actually building things that creators use to build things on top of. Like, what is your favorite tool that you've made?
I mean, I don't make mods.
Oh God, that
I
is
just
such a hard
download the
question. We have
mods,
so
play the
many,
game.
but I'm going to be a little
However,
bit selfish for a
mods are
second
cool.
and just pick one that I worked on recently. Like, as a manager, I rarely get the chance to actually write code, which I love doing. And this time we had a game jam, and I actually picked a creator community request, which is like implement a damage command that will help you like do cool effects with other mobs. And I just worked with a designer and we created this together. And I'm so excited to know that the team is actually now taking my code and is going to ship it for real. Very excited about that.
Yeah, that was just so cool that you're able to do something just in a game jam, and then it turns into something real that our creators can use. For me, my favorite is the structure animation. Last year, we shipped a map called Suburbia by Jiggerbob that is basically this world that you can manage your city, create plots for commercial,
Minecraft is
residential,
so
balance your economy.
mod-friendly.
And every single time you place one of
It's
those plots, it
incredible.
animates layer by layer by layer,
And the
adding just
amount of
this
mods that's made
immersiveness
for
and
Minecraft
polish
is
to the map
also
that just makes it,
incredible.
above and beyond.
That's so cool. I mean, so many of our creators
At
are
least Java
using
edition.
the innovative tools that you've made to just like expand what they're working on. And we have some awesome examples of that.
Inventory log. You know, I don't like going like too crazy with mods because I like to mostly get the original experiment, and I typically just like adding some like life quality of life changes. Wait, what? Are those square words and selectors and raw text? Okay. But yeah, no, I mostly prefer just keeping mostly the original experience, just doing quality of life changes with mods. It's what I personally prefer. Not saying I wouldn't be down to play maps, play some like custom maps. I could be down to doing that one day. But in terms of just playing the vanilla game, I mostly like keeping it vanilla.
I love how many examples there were of creators just using those tools in all different ways. What's that like for you to see, Fanny, when your team, you've all been working on making those things for our creators?
It's definitely one of my favorite parts of like working with creators. You just give them one tool or two and they will make these crazy, amazing things. Like many times I see their creation, I'm like, how did they even do that? Like I know they're using our tools, but I don't know how they did that. It's so crazy.
It's mind-blowing sometimes just what they're able to do with just the small little things that we give them.
Mm-hmm. That's really, really cool. And we have a creator question for the two of you.
Hey everyone, I'm EYStream, a Minecraft YouTuber, and I've got a question for you. Are these awesome features just for people who have experience in modding or creating content? And if we wanted to, how do people learn more about these features?
It's such a great question because the answer is no. They aren't just for, advanced modders or people that have been in the community for a long time. We actually just launched a new website we call the Learning Portal. It's on minecraft.net/creator. And on that site, it basically links out to all of our resources to how to learn how to become a creator, learn how Minecraft content creation works. It also links out to our brand new documentation site that allows you to just go super deep into, learning the components and learning entities. And then the coolest thing that we added, which is how we made our mobs, is we use the Minecraft Entity Wizard, which is created by Yanis, and it's a Blockbench plugin that allows like super easy creation of mobs that you can add to your own Minecraft game.
Yeah, this type of stuff.
Hello everyone, my name is Yanis. I'm a software developer and Minecraft content creator. In 2017, I started to create my own 3D modeling program called Blockbench. The program is all about creating boxy, pixely models, which makes it perfect for the Minecraft art style. Today, Blockbench supports many Minecraft formats, ranging from Bedrock Edition add-ons to Java Edition resource packs and mods. The program is used by Minecraft creators all around the world to create models, animations, and player skins. Almost all 3D models you see on the Minecraft marketplace were made in Blockbench. And it was even used to design some of the new vanilla mobs, such as the goat and the axolotl. This summer I've collaborated with Mojang to create a new plugin for Blockbench. The plugin makes it super easy to get started with add-on creation, by generating everything you need for a custom entity in just a few clicks. I'm going to demonstrate the process by making a simple grizzly bear.
I think this is the future
plugin,
of like doing anything with video games. You're just gonna like use a software and it's just gonna be like clicking, it's just gonna be point and click and drag and drop. I think it's like getting to that point where that's like becoming the meta, I thought about like making my own video game, and then I was like, I'm kind of like too lazy for that. So I'll test your games. I'll do that.
Head into File, Plugins, Available, search for the Minecraft Entity Wizard, and press Install. That brings up this handy shortcut on the start screen. Let's go! I'm going to pick a preset that looks similar to the grizzly, like this polar bear, and I'll use the same for the behavior. Okay, now the add-on is created on your computer. Now let's start customizing our model using Blockbench. For this example, because we already have a bear model, I'm just going to recolor the model. Of course, you could also change the whole model to turn it into something entirely different, like this butterfly that I made, and is based on the vanilla bat.
Nice.
Okay, this looks good. Now I'm going to press save and switch over to Minecraft. I can find our new grizzly bear pack in the behavior pack section and simply enable it. This will automatically enable the resource pack as well. Now let's check out the entity in-game. I just need to grab a spawn egg from the inventory and use it. And here's our grizzly bear.
Nice.
Have fun creating. It's free and works on all platforms.
I already told you all that I made a mob, but actually all three of us made mobs because we wanted to showcase that anyone can be a creator. So Fanny, tell us about your adorable mob that you made.
Thank you. Yes, I was so excited to know that Blockbench was a thing because I immediately thought I need to add my dogs to Minecraft. I really, really love them. And I was just so excited. Like, Blockbench made it very easy for me to just obsess over every single detail. Like, every pixel was like, does that look like my dog? And then I also modified the geometry, especially the tails, to look like the exact twist that my dogs have. I really obsessed a lot. And I was very happy, especially when I was able to add my own animation. I'm definitely not an art person, and I just made it so that it like wiggles their tail when they are sitting. I was just so happy to be able to do that.
They turned out so good. I thought it was super cute that you're able to get both of them in there.
Thank you.
So me being kind of born in the Pacific Northwest, outdoorsy. I mean, I'm wearing flannel on the stage. I wanted to kind of pull something from that nature. So I made Evelyn Evergreen. She's this kind of cute little evergreen tree. That?
Dude. That thing is cursed. What am I looking at? Okay. Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a piece of celery with legs and arms and eyes and a mouth. And then I took 3 seconds to look at it and saw that it's a tree with legs, arms, eyes, and mouth. This is cursed.
That you maybe see, walking around the deep forest, kind of fantasy driven. Then I've animated the arms and the legs, just these little stick legs that kind of walk around, just to add something, kind of cute and cool to the forests.
Her eyes are really staring right into my soul. I love it. I would love to just happen upon Evelyn in the forest. So I went a totally different direction from the two of you. I know, Quinn, you built your mob from scratch. Fanny, you built yours on top of a wolf. I built mine on top of something. I did not animate. I just wanted to do the beginner's course of Blockbench. And so I made something very near and dear to my Florida heart with a twist, which is what I'm calling an alolotl, an axolotl, and an alligator.
So it's an
kind of like a little dragon.
It does look like a little dragon. It's a pretty good mashup there. I think it's great.
Yeah, I thought an alligator and
pretty.
I think if it just looked like an alligator, it'd probably be perfectly fine. But cool looking.
Good mashup there. I think it's great.
Yeah, I thought an alligator and axolotl would be super innovative when added together, but it does just look like a dragon. But I'm okay with that because I am a creator now based on your definition, because I made that and I showed it to all of you, which seeing something that you make in a game that you've played, for me for 11 years, it was amazing.
It's satisfying. It's creatively satisfying. I know what creative satisfaction feels like. Trust me.
To be able to just do that, so we encourage you all to try it. Like if someone that paint is the only skill that I have, I know everyone can do it. So please go install Blockbench and try it out. We would be so incredibly proud to just see everything that you have built. We would love to see it.
Yeah, it's available on all the platforms, and just post them on Twitter, post them on wherever you do, and we'll probably run across some of those, and we love seeing them.
Oh, I can't wait to see what everyone else creates. And I mean, I think that our mobs are definitely ready for the mob vote next year. So we don't even have to work on anything else. These three are perfect. I'm gonna have to talk to the team about that. So we're not professional creators, obviously, by our mobs, even though they're lovely. But Quinn, you get to work with people who this is their full-time job, making.
Of course, if you couldn't pick up on it, they were joking. The two things they presented are not coming in next year's mob vote.
Minecraft content for Marketplace. What is that like?
It's something that I'm just immensely proud of. Like being able to see so many people engage in the marketplace and allow creators to become full-time Minecraft content creators as their careers. I mean, I think it's incredible too because the marketplace doesn't just support these huge studios, but we also have really small independent creators that make just texture packs, or like Shalaquin Schematics. That's just a family on the West Coast that makes their own worlds. And the fact that the marketplace can support all of them and make it their full-time jobs is something that is just so cool.
There's so much new content that our creators have made that we put together a video with some of our favorites from this past year.
Yeah, ledge recorders.
It almost feels like a dream that I'm making a living making content for the marketplace. It is
all that paid DLC, boys. Yeah, baby. I don't like Bedrock, man. I don't like it. However, I'm not judging them that they're making profit off of the marketplace. Make money however you want, right?
the best job that I could possibly ask for.
Crap rave.
We just got to see some amazing reactions from the fans, and people love the map, and that's just so heartwarming and lovely to see, and it really does put a smile on our faces.
Carnival Games.
The thing I like most about creating inside of Minecraft is the community that's been built up around it. There's so many amazing creative people, and it's been a privilege to be able to meet and work with so many of them.
I just play like an actual Sonic game. Rather than that, but you know, it's fine.
The end of podium in the middle. Oh no! Spoilers!
That reminds me I need to actually play Sonic Mania. It's been sitting in my Steam library and I haven't even
We're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you right now.
The update Aquatic. Village and Pillage.
Aquatic update.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited.
Bees!
I think literally every update slapped.
To finally have a Nether update. Holiday update will have the cats, pandas, bamboo and scaffolding.
Caves and cliffs update.
David Niesagen.
I literally do think every update just
I am the one that
slapped.
gets to decide how
And
difficult
I know
the bosses are.
I know there's like some people that are like, man, the 1 point, I think it was like 1.9, yeah. Man, the 1.9 update sucked because that was when they made changes. That's when they made like changes to the combat. And a lot of people who I guess were like playing the game before that update were like, man, why they nerf the combat? You know, you can't just like spam your sword anymore. Although I think that's perfectly. I think that like makes sense in vanilla, that the combat is not just okay, spam left click, boys, and then just, you know, that's just it. There's really like no challenge there besides like spamming left click and standing a little bit back, you know, standing a little bit away from the mob. But then in terms of like PvP, it's probably not that great. But like, I mean, Minecraft PvP is just, you know. I'm not really into it.
The results of the first vote are in.
The winner is Tiger!
Mountains. It's the Glow Squid! This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft.
Yeah.
What should I do now? Mob B.
10 years ago,
But maybe we underestimated how brave you all are. What do I mean by that? And then the phantom flies on the screen.
10 years ago, I stepped on the Minecon stage for the first time.
That was
I
10
still
years
get
ago.
nervous and excited every single time I'm on this stage, but mostly I feel incredibly honored to be in front of you. I hope what you see and feel from each of us at Mojang Studios is our passion for Minecraft and our gratitude to all of you in our amazing community. Okay, now before I get way too even more sappy than I was, let's head over to Voo and hear more about the adorable mobs that you must pick between.
Here we go. It's almost time to vote. Before we do, though, let's take a quick look at your choices once more. We have the Glare, a mob that lets players know when they're in an area that's dark enough for monsters. You can bring it with you, and it will fly to dark areas. When it gets grumpy, you'll know that it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. Then there's the Allay. If you give it an item, it will collect matching ones for you. It also loves music, so if there's a note block nearby, that's where we'll drop these items for you. And finally, the Copper Golem, a little golem that you yourself can make out of copper. They oxidize over time and will eventually freeze into statues. They love spending their time Copper Golem. How will you choose which mob of them? That's your Twitter account. Go to the Now Open. To cast your vote, make sure you're logged into your Twitter account. Go to we can open the final round.
Greetings. My name is Narrator, and I'm the star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
And I'm Marilla. I'm the actual star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
We're here to tell you about all the excellent shows you can watch on our channel. Subscribe tomorrow.
Don't you mean subscribe today?
No. How do you spell Minecraft? What even is Minecraft?
These are just some of the questions you can ask our studio's brightest minds on Ask Mojang.
Yeah, it's a
We've
pretty
actually
cool
received
thing.
a question for us just now. Do you think making a video game is the easiest thing in the world?
No. Literally no one thinks that.
Well, I did. Until I started watching this informative series that goes behind the blocks of every
that's what
part of
everybody thinks
Minecraft
before
Dungeons
they
development.
make an attempt.
Do they show
and
the
then they make an
footage of you
attempt to
tearfully
realize.
begging to be put in the game?
Maybe in Series 3.
Meet a Minecrafter interviews some of the most incredible members of the Minecraft community.
They asked me to appear on it, but I was too busy being young and cool and attractive and not lying.
Okay.
With so much happening in the world of Minecraft, it can be easy to lose track. I myself only recently learned that blocks have been added to the game.
Subscribe to our channel and you'll be the first to see our announcements, trailers for new updates, upcoming games, and the exciting future of Minecraft.
Are you sure that's the right footage?
Realistic Minecraft.
Finally! This is our peerless show that tells you Minecraft's most scandalous secrets. Every month,
We're out of time. Bye!
No, we're not. We still have a few seconds left.
Have a great Minecraft Live, everyone.
No! Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and only watch my...
Okay. Minecraft Dungeons.
Now let's welcome Laura to talk all about Minecraft Dungeons. Hi,
I'm
Laura.
like 90% sure it's still
you have
on
a
Game
pretty
Pass.
cool job at Mojang Studios.
I never bought
Yeah,
it.
I think I have the coolest job. It's sometimes difficult to believe, but I'm the lead designer of Minecraft Dungeons, and that means that I get to decide a lot of small
sure they're
things
still
and
updating
details
more
and bring a lot of
DLC.
ideas to the table. So hopefully make the game a bit better.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
You and the Dungeons team have been working so hard recently, and
Oh,
you've
yeah.
recently had a couple of really cool releases.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We recently released to Steam, and I did something that they never recommend you to do, but I did it anyway, and I read the crazy. We recently released to Steam, and I did something that they never recommend you to do, but I did it anyway, and I read the reviews, and yeah,
that's dangerous. Reading the reviews is
yeah, it
something
was,
you should
but.
do.
It was so positive. It
I
was so
recommend it.
full of excitement and love for the game, and yeah,
read
we were
reviews for
so
your
proud to
products.
see how much the community loves it. So yeah,
very good
we were very
idea.
happy. And also this week we've released the Spookier Fall update, which brings back a lot of spooky modifiers to the game, gear, a new cape, a new pet, and there's my new favorite armor, which has a spoon staring in your head.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's lovely. I like it so much.
It's a lot of fun to stare at while you're playing, but it might distract you a little.
Hopefully not too much.
So those just came out, but we also have some new and exciting things to look at
Yeah.
that haven't come out yet.
Yes, let's check it out.
Doesn't shock me. Yeah, something like that. They add emotes to the game.
That video is so exciting.
Yeah, I love that trailer so much. It has so many details.
So there's
Their
a lot
animations are
going
really
on
good.
in that video and
yeah.
a lot to talk about. But why don't we start with, now that DLC is done, what are seasonal adventures?
Right, yeah. Now that
DLC's
we are
done,
over
apparently.
with the story of the Orb of Dominance, we sat together with our friends at Double 11 and we started working on seasonal adventures, which are a new way for the player to progress through the game and increase in ranks, gather points, and hopefully get cool rewards at the end.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So how long do they last?
Right. Seasonal adventures, although the name is seasonal, will be infinite technically.
Okay.
So, for instance, say we release seasonal adventure number 2, you will always be able to go back to seasonal adventure number 1, gather some rewards there, go back to number 2, gather some rewards there. So it's a bit up to you what you decide to do with it.
That's
DLC's
amazing.
done,
So
but
it
we're
just
still adding
lasts
more
forever.
content.
You get the new
That's what I'm
content and you still
understanding.
have the old content.
All the content.
And speaking of content, what are some of these new things that players can unlock?
Right, yeah, we added tons of new rewards that are completely new to the Minecraft universe, some old, some new. We have tons of new pets. We have things like the duck and the fox, and I am so in love with all of them. We have flares, which are new VFX that you can apply to your character, so whenever you drink a potion or you beat an enemy, you get to show off a little bit and get some shininess there. Also, we got in some emotes,
Cosmetics.
which are these little dances or little expressions you can do with your character.
Show off a little.
Yeah, exactly, and have some fun with your friends. Why not, like we see here, having a party. Also, we added tons of new capes because everyone loves capes.
They do.
And tons of new skins, just in case we were missing.
That's a lot of skins.
Yeah, that's a ton of skins. Yes.
Well, now we have a question from a Minecraft creator.
Right.
Hey, Strawberry17 here, and I have a question.
Never
Will
heard
there
of this
be free
person
content
either.
included as a part of
No
seasonal
cap.
adventures?
The answer is yes.
And I have a question
From a Minecraft creator.
Right.
Hey, Strawberry17 here, and I have a question. Will there be free content included as a part of seasonal adventures?
The answer is yes. We always try to make sure there's content for everyone, regardless. So for seasonal adventures, there'll always be a free track and a track you can pay for. So there'll be different rewards in each, and you'll be able to get whichever you want at any time. So yeah, we wanted to cater everyone.
That's great. So how do you earn rewards?
Right. You will be able to get adventure points all throughout the game, meaning that doing the regular stuff you do, you'll get them. Like, say you beat a daily trial. At the end of the daily trial, you get adventure points. Also, we implemented new weekly challenges. So we'll ask you, like,
yeah, so it's like one of those
this week,
things
if
that's
you
like made
beat 100 zombies, you'll get extra adventure points.
That's a lot of zombies.
But like once you're
People
like
do it
done
so
with
fast.
it,
I'm
it's
always
like,
so impressed.
yes,
And
I'll never
also,
do this
the
again.
best way to get
Basically.
adventure points is in the tower.
Okay, the tower, which we have not spoken about
No.
yet. So what is the tower?
The tower is another free single-player feature that we've added to camp. So you'll be able to see this gigantic tower in the camp. I love how it turned out. And it is a space with 30 different floors, each floor harder than the one before. And you'll get to fight in arena mobs. You'll get to fight bosses.
They should
You'll
add
get to
endless
meet
mode.
some new tower
Turn the game
inhabitants.
into a
And
roguelike.
yeah, hopefully explore around and be able to test your skill. So
Kind of already is a
you will
roguelike.
start with a completely blank character from the
Sorta.
bottom, and you'll be able to find new gear as you progress.
Okay.
Dude, that seems like a system
the floors
that would
get
be
more difficult, your character gets stronger.
That seems like a system that it's like that would be like great for like endless mode. Like they should absolutely add endless mode. That seems like that system would be perfect for that. Endless mode, and then give us the option to either do single player or multiplayer endless.
And you can test your skill.
That sounds really fun. So let's take a look at some live gameplay of the tower right now. And for that, we have JP. Hi, JP.
Hello. How do you like my throne?
I think you stole that throne from the Arch Illager.
I think he stole it from me.
Looking
Speaking
so
of
sharp.
my stuff, let's go loot the tower.
Nice.
So what are we seeing here, Laura?
Right, so we prepared some special floors to showcase here. So this is an example of a very early floor in the tower. So if you see JP's tower avatar has very little amount of gear. And yeah, you'll be always have the context that you're high up in the tower.
Literally,
so cool.
this seems like this would be like
we
a system
also
set
wanted
up
to
for, like,
make sure that the tower was this whimsical, magical space. So yeah, we have a boat, we have a river, why not? So you'll be able to find a ton of magical spaces and new characters to meet. So yeah, this level is quite easy, as you can see, since it's very early on.
Yeah, JP's doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and we can see a sneak peek up there in that balcony. That's our tower keeper.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a character that will guide you through the tower and yeah, will guide you around and ooh.
Wow, JP did really well.
Yeah,
Maybe it was,
it was
a little
so fast.
too easy.
Yeah.
So each of these levels generates itself, but you can come back for up to 2 weeks and replay the same thing.
Right, yeah. Our tower runs will be seeded and they will change every 2 weeks, meaning that for 2 weeks you'll be able to learn what happens in every floor. So say I reach floor 5 and I get defeated
this kind of seems like this would be... I mean, the game kind of already is a roguelike, except like the maps are like the exact same every time. And then this, it kind of seems like... This kind of seems like they're like embracing the roguelike parts of it that were already there, and then making it like a somewhat like an actual roguelike. I mean, like, yeah, the map will change every like 2 weeks, but like,
at floor 5. So then next time around, I'll remember, I should have chosen a different weapon, and then I bet I could have done it. So yeah, you can share those tips with your friends, and you can learn together how to go through the tower.
Once,
practice
never do it again.
and get better.
Maybe do it like
All right,
the max of 5
let's give JP
times
a real challenge now.
Right.
We're going to go
Although I think most people
up
are
the
going to do
tower
it,
to
like,
a much higher
twice.
floor.
Right.
You ready, JP? Let's do it.
Right, so
I
here
feel
we've
like most people
prepared
would do
a
this
sample
twice, and then
of
maybe
what a
never do it
harder
again.
floor could look like. So
I could be wrong.
we try to add new exciting combinations of mobs that we've never had before. So JP is right now fighting jungle mobs, but there'll be ice mob together with them, and there'll be some new mobs. Here you can see some tower wraiths that spawn fire in different new combinations. We also will have tower guards, which are extremely bulky guards. We even have a guest in the mix, and JP is getting sniped by it. So we're getting that's a tower guard right there. So yeah, we're getting tons of new combinations and new ways to experience the game and defeat mobs and find strategies.
The gas looks really difficult.
Yes, it is.
JP's not doing so good right now.
No.
See? JP, that was a valiant attempt.
Yes.
Really, really good.
That was
I wonder
so
if
good.
it was scripted for him to die.
We've talked about so
Like,
many
yeah, just kill
things.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
When will
after
people
maybe
get to
like,
see them?
50
Right.
seconds.
We'll get to see them.
But make it
Hopefully
look
everyone
like
will get
it
to play in
was
December.
December.
So very, very soon.
That is very soon. Thank you so much, Laura, for coming by. This is all very exciting.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take one last look at some gameplay from the tower. Once again, our friends at Element Animation have made us something to enjoy and perhaps even sing along to, all while taking us through everything you can do right now from Caves and Cliffs Part 1. Try not to get this one stuck in your head all week. I only say this because it's been stuck in mine.
Hey, you two! Have you discovered all the features in Part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update?
Well, there's brand new colored candles and the lichen makes rocks glow. You'll find some amethyst if you look inside a geode. The buds grow into clusters, then you get shards when they're mined. are just a few of all the things there are to find, like jump across some drip leaves, make your house from these. Spending too much time in powder snow will make you freeze. You can find raw copper, smelt some ingots into blocks. A lightning rod in thunderstorms will stop you getting shocked. Copper oxidizes, but to stop it, make it wax. Craft your raw ores into raw blocks if you've got too many stacks.
That's a good recap.
You can find axolotls in the water underground. Put them in your bucket, you can carry them around. There's glowsquids way down here, they fill their caves with light. Make a sign using their ink, make the glow frame super bright. There's dripstone blocks and deep slate versions of the ores. There's so many things here to explore, and there's so much more.
There's so much more. Oh, well, it's been
Honestly,
quite the
Steve
turnout for
falling
our
off the
first
cliff was
round
really
of mob
funny.
voting. You have made your decision, and now one mob must go. We have the glare, the allay, and the copper golem. But you, the community, have spoken, and now one mob must leave the race. And that mob is the glare. So that still leaves two amazing mobs to choose from. Which one do you
Surprised
want?
Glare went out
Will it be the
first.
allay or the copper golem? How do you see yourself playing and interact on? Left in my just
To explore issues.
homework was canceled forever.
Young people, we can live more sustainably, be fun.
Skip to this part. I'm kind of hoping to just look at the update, but you know, that's fine.
Now it's the big moment. Let's talk to Agnes about the next update. Welcome back, Agnes.
Thank you.
How's the show felt for you?
Super good. Like, I think it's a really fun show, and also, of course, we've shown so many exciting things.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm feeling quite nostalgic since this is number 10, and I have to say, I was the 7th employee, the first woman on the team, and when I see you leading Minecraft, I just feel so excited about where we're going.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you. And of course, we many that lead it together. But I'm like the creative lead, and I'm super happy about that. But it feels quite surreal because I also used to be a Minecraft player and love this game, and it's I'm very happy and lucky to be here.
Yes, I think we all feel that way, and it's so cool having so many people on the team who play and love it and care about it, and like we all feel like. I mean, we are part of the community too.
Yes, we definitely are.
And now,
the title
Agnes,
of this update
you
was
are
spoiled
going
for
to
me,
reveal
but apparently
to
this is not
us
Caves and Cliffs
what
update.
the
Part
next update is.
Or well, it's going to be coming out soon, but they're apparently already
the
announcing the
next
next one.
update is called the Wild Update.
Let's see what it's about, baby. I'm ready for this.
The Wild
this
Update
is.
sounds very, very intriguing.
That's cool
So what does it
fog.
encompass?
So the word wild mainly means like two things for us. So the first thing is like beautiful nature, and the second thing is like really scary challenges and adventures.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have some of our gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the Wild Update because there's these different parts to it. And we have the
That's crazy. They're releasing Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and now, like, they're releasing it, like, sometime in the next, like, 2 months, and they're already announcing the next update. Dude, they're, like, doing, like, back-to-back stuff, man. I'm all for it, because more content, faster, it's all quality on release. Pretty cool.
The first one here, which is our Deep Dark expert, Brandon.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we've moved the Deep Dark into this update. Can you talk to us more about why?
Oh yeah, so it's getting
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded. It's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we didn't just rush it. That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah, we also want to make sure that let's actually look at some of the new things that we have in it right now, which is the ancient cities.
That's awesome. I can't wait.
What?
Oh, wow.
Ancient cities.
The ancient cities.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Oh, wow.
What? Dude. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Dude, this is 10 times better than just like a mob that you don't get anything for killing and having like some crystals down there. This is what I'm talking about. Having some sensors down there. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow, it's like both
That looks 10 times
beautiful
better.
and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many
That's, like,
emotions
way
when I
better.
look at that deep dark
That's
biome.
so much better than what
I
the
mean,
original
we really
idea
didn't want the deep
was.
dark biome to just be, you know, caves or just skulks spread around. We wanted to add a bit more mystery to it. And, you know, there's this ancient city, and what is it doing there? We're not going to tell the players. We're just going to let them go throughout and explore and see what they come to. And there's even this, like, ancient structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
Deep Dark
It's
looks
really
way better.
cool.
I like
it
that they
feels like a place
did more
you
with the
want
idea.
to explore.
Yes, I love that it really deepens the mystery of.
I love they did more of the idea of Deep Dark than just Warden that doesn't drop anything and shulker sensors for wireless redstone. Way better.
Minecraft. Like, Minecraft is all about player stories, and Deep Dark definitely inspires the storytelling, I think.
That's so cool. And so last year you showed us the Skulk sensor, but I know you've been working on a little Skulk family. It's a Skulk family. Like,
Is it that
yeah, maybe they're not so
cozy?
cute.
They're not so friendly, no. Yeah, last year we focused a lot on the Skulk sensor, but since then we've kind of been trying to figure out what do all the different blocks in the Skulk family do. And one of them actually is something called a Skulk catalyst. And the main thing about the Skulk catalyst is it's actually what causes the Skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the Skulk catalyst, it actually spreads Skulk. It's actually what causes the Skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the Skulk catalyst, it actually spreads Skulk underneath it. And the amount is based on how much XP that zombie would have dropped.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, the Deep Dark, it's kind of.
So basically, you don't have to keep returning to the Deep Dark to get these sensors. You could just find, like, assuming that you can actually pick these little spawner things up and take them back to the surface, and that you could just place them anywhere and it would just work. It's really cool.
Overgrown with all these Skulk blocks, so that means that lots of mobs must have died there.
Quite a lot, yes.
Make it less scary. Oh, and as you can see here, when you mine some of the Skulk blocks, you actually get enchanting points.
Yes, and of course, if you still want to get some of the blocks for decoration or something, you can just use a Silk Touch.
Yes. I'm glad you
And then
can
we
actually
have
pick
the
those
Skulk
things up.
Shrieker. So when this block is activated, it's going to give that really scary shriek sound that you heard now. And it also gives this darkness effect, so it's like pulsating darkness.
Oh, dude, that's creepy. That's like good creepy.
You can even see now when you're sneaking and you
Dude,
step
those
on a Skulk sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
That
Wow,
light
okay,
flash,
definitely
that like
not a
lighting
friendly
effect
family.
they did there, with the
And I
lights
will
turning on and
say
off
to
and
our younger
flickering.
viewers, in a
Basically, the lights
minute, we're going to
flickering,
show you a
it's
clip
really
that's
cool.
a little scarier. But I mean, Brandon, those have so many things that players can do with them. Like,
Yep.
what do you imagine them doing?
I think the Skulk Catalyst is going to be really interesting because, you know, when you could create a mob farm with it, like through the tech community. Usually when a mob dies, it doesn't drop XP unless you, the player, actually kills it. So with this, you might be able to create some sort of XP farm.
Ooh.
There's lots of opportunities.
And you can build like experiences for other players. Like imagine building like a haunted mansion or a really dark forest, and then you have the shriekers.
Terrifying.
So then, you know, when players out walking and then they
I
activate
mean,
shriek
you
and
know,
hear like,
if you're building your own custom map, I
amazing.
mean, you
Or
could just
you
do mods
you do
to
that all
make the
around
lights
your
flicker.
world, and just
But,
whenever
you know, it's
anyone's
still
visiting
cool.
I'm not going to visit your world.
Shriekers are just shrieking. We have a community question for you.
Hi, it's Jinjum from Germany, and my question is, what
Never
was
heard
the
of this person
inspiration
either.
behind the
I've never
Shrieker?
heard of any of these people they've shown today.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. From the art side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that first...
The idea was based off of human vocal cords. Strange, but okay.
Or the warden spawns in a unique way,
I don't see
and
any
also in a way
Zilbons,
that you
but
can
okay.
avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you don't activate the Skulk Shriekers, then the warden won't come. But if you do make too many noises and the Skulk Shrieker activates too many times, the warden will come.
Oh, it just comes out of the ground. Dude, that is going to be menacing. That is going to be scary that that thing is walking around. Holy crap.
I'm kind of back to thinking that the Skulk family is very adorable and sweet after seeing that. Wow.
The
There's
warden's gonna be a
lot
literal
there, Brandon.
nightmare.
Definitely a
when
lot
that
to
thing
unpack. I mean,
spawns.
the first thing is that the warden actually emerges underground. So that means you know that wardens are kind of in the deep dark, in the walls, under the floor. And it also has developed a sense of smell. So, of course, you can sneak around and try to be, you know, quiet and not to get detected. But unfortunately, the warden's still going to be able to sniff you out and find where you are. And if it sniffs you while you're really close by, then it's going to start noticing you.
Wait, so basically the
Yeah.
warden is like,
I mean, I'm assuming you could just like, you don't have to do necessarily what they showed. You could just like build up a little bit to like, you know, just keep building up, and then he wouldn't like be able to reach you because I'm assuming he can't climb.
smell that? It's happening. And just like going for the
Pretty
players?
much, yes. It's not going to
So
be
like
fun.
basically, if the warden
And I
spawns,
love
just
that we're
build
having
up,
that
and you'll be
sneaking
like build up
gameplay,
into
because we
like
haven't really had that before. So,
a
you know,
space
you are in the
above
deep
him that
dark,
you can't
everything's super
reach.
dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really exciting with that.
It's really, really cool. I mean, I think you have definitely upped the terrifying level, Brandon. And I just love how much you've expanded the deep dark to feel it's so immersive.
Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and scaring us half to death.
No worries, that's my job.
He's our expert. Like if you want to do something scary, it's like, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
So Agnes, the deep dark is one part, this sort of very adventurous side of the Wild update, which the name is starting to really become clear after talking to Brandon. And then the other part you said is really this more of that beauty and, you know, the atmosphere of Minecraft.
Yes, so we want to like celebrate the wilderness of Minecraft. And one thing we want to focus on is immersion. So when you play Minecraft, we really want you to feel that you're inside the Minecraft world. Actually, like we are now. It's so beautiful. And we also want to focus or have focused on biome diversity. So we want to find like a unique identity for different biomes.
Dude, why does he have no face? He doesn't have a face. It's cursed.
For example, the birch forest, as you can see in this beautiful concept art. So in the birch forest, we want it to be like light and peaceful, and the sun reaches the ground, the trees are taller, and the flowers, things like that.
It's really beautiful. It looks very Swedish in the birch forest.
That's true. That's actually a very Swedish forest. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then you have, so you want to add more atmosphere to the different biomes, but there's one biome that you want, I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the wild update.
Yes, that's true, and that's the swamp. Oh, our art team is just so amazing. It's such a beautiful concept art, and as you can see here, the atmosphere is really different from the birch forest as well.
It really is. It's amazing. So we have another one of our gameplay designers here and our swamp expert, Corey. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, it's absolutely wild to be here.
Oh no, Corey. The puns are so quick to start.
It's Corey after all.
Yeah, it's very on brand. So you're going to tell us about all of the, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things coming to the swamp. So what are we getting?
Yes, there are a lot of awesome things coming. The first of which is the boat with the chest in it.
Oh, we're finally getting that? Nice. I feel like we should have gotten that a long time ago, but that's... I'm assuming you probably won't be able to hop on top.
It's so useful.
Although
and relaxing.
Yes, and especially now, you know, in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we have even wider rivers, so it's easier to travel on water, so it's going to be like extra useful.
Yeah, and like in the aquifers
unless
as well.
you're like one of those, not unless you're like in the in-game, then you just travel by Elytra. You know?
Yes, so like when you go rafting in the caves, you can like put your diamonds in the chest in your boat. Oh,
it's really nice. Amazing. And you've been working on what I think now will be my favorite tree.
Like, no joke, I think literally every person I've ever seen in the in-game of Minecraft literally exclusively travels with Elytra because it's just faster. It's literally the easiest and fastest way of transportation in the game.
In Minecraft.
Which,
yes,
you know, makes
we are
sense.
adding the mangrove tree to Minecraft. So as you can see here, this is a propagule, and propagules grow from mangrove trees. They're actually like ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves. The propagules are actually growing underneath the leaves. They actually grow from the leaves themselves. And I really like how the propagules are looking here. And okay, I'm just gonna nerd out on propagules for a minute. Okay, so in real life, the propagules grow, like I said, from the mangrove tree. And then when they fall into the water, or like let's say they fall into water, they can float for up to a year before they plant themselves in the like water, underneath the water or on land, wherever they happen to land. And mangrove trees themselves are actually amazing for like local ecosystems, fighting climate change, for local communities. They're just super trees, and I'm really, really excited that we're adding them to Minecraft.
That's awesome. And this is the first sapling that you can plant underwater.
Yeah, you can plant it underwater and on land as well.
Tree.
That's so cool. When you first showed me the mangroves and you talked about your favorite thing, the propagules, I actually remember playing in mangroves in Florida, and we would use them to like write in the sand because they're super cool.
That's adorable.
So seeing them in Minecraft is just so exciting. And of course, where there's a new tree, there must be a new wood type.
Yes, the mangroves do come with a new wood type. And like always when we add a new tree, we are so happy, like we get so many questions from the community, like, will there be a new wood type? and
more wood.
We're so happy that we were able.
Although, when I build like my final house in my hardcore world, if I reach that point, there's gonna be no wood on it. Make sure it doesn't get struck by lightning and burned down.
To add a new wood type for the mangroves. And look at it, I think it's
Think
really
about
pretty.
building it out of
And you also
stone.
don't see like all the blocks
Stone
here.
bricks.
It's gonna be like a full set for the wood types. It's gonna be like doors and trapdoors and so on.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
I'm so excited about mangroves, but I just need to mention another thing, because we decided to go with like really big roots, and I think those are so cool, and we actually prototyped quite a lot back and forth, and it was a bit tricky to decide how the root should look like, as you see in this picture here. But now I'm so happy that we went with the like multi-block roots, because, for example, when you like go with a boat, and then you can go under the mangroves, and I think that adds such a nice feeling to it. Yeah, like in this picture, it's really nice atmosphere.
That's beautiful.
I really agree. And like when I was testing, I really loved that feeling of like being underneath it, being like just this huge feeling. And I wanted more. I wanted to be surrounded by mangroves. So I was like, why don't I just make a mangrove swamp biome where I'm completely surrounded by them? So as you can see in this video, walking around, you're just completely surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see, just like in real life. And you have all the mangroves propped up on their roots, growing in the water, so you can take your boat underneath like Agnes likes. And you're just completely surrounded.
Winter for life, baby.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, and I mean, during sunset, every time I was testing, I would actually like pause the day-night cycle just to watch the sunset in the mangrove swamp. It was super beautiful.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I noticed that was not dirt.
Good eye, Lydia. That was wet dirt, otherwise known as mud.
That's amazing. So you've actually added mud to do something really cool.
Yeah, so we're adding really cool renewability mechanics to mud. The first of which is if you take a dirt block and pour a water bottle on it, then you can get more mud. And then the other one is if you take your mud block and you stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into clay.
I love the renewable clay. Like, I always need more bricks. So perfect.
Yeah, your local mason isn't going to be super happy with you though.
That's actually true. I have this one mason, it's diamond tier mason in my village, and I always trade with them.
You're taking a villager's job.
They might be a bit upset now, but still renewable clay.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And you're also using mud to make a new block.
Yes, we're also adding mud bricks. So mud bricks are a really, really exciting like building block. And as you can see here, the brick texture is actually different than the other stone bricks that we have in the game. So they're sort of smaller, more compact, but it is really
I don't think
cool,
it looks bad.
like, to
I think
build
it actually
with.
looks
It
pretty
matches
good.
a lot of different block sets, and I'm
However,
really
I
excited
do
to build
want,
with them.
like, for my final
I just
house,
love the look of
if-
them. They're awesome.
If and
So
when I
beautiful.
reach that point,
We have
make
a
it out of
creator
stone
question for the
bricks,
two
see
of
how
you.
I like it.
どうも、ごぱにちぷちぷちです。私からの質問はね、こちらになりま
I
す。
don't
ど
know
うして
this
泥
guy
レンガを追加することにしたのでしょうか？
I'm so excited they asked this question because I really wanted to answer it. So the main reason that I wanted to add mud bricks to the game is that I really wanted people to feel like they're, okay, all around the world, there are houses built out of mud bricks. So many people around the world have houses, buildings using
I thought it
mud
would be
bricks.
for,
And I
like,
really
the
wanted people
dirt,
who are playing Minecraft to feel
dirt
like they
hut
could build their home and feel like they're at home in Minecraft. So I'm really glad we got to add them for that reason.
Amazing.
Yes,
Probably for, like,
it's
dirt
so
hut
important for us
meme,
that like everyone feels equally welcome when playing Minecraft.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Now, so we have like amazing new trees. We have mud everywhere. We definitely need something very cute.
Yes. Well, very cute and quite derpy because we're adding frogs.
Yes. Perfect. That's honestly perfect for swamps. Swamp biome for frogs.
They are cute and derpy. That's the perfect description of them. The croaking is amazing.
And did you see the one that jumped like backwards?
One fell in the water.
Silly frogs, yes. And they do love to jump around, and especially on lily pads, and actually also on big drip leaf, because I mean the big drip leaves kind of look like lily pads. But the funny thing with that is then when they jump on top of the big drip leaves, it's gonna tilt and then they fall down.
One of them did. It just maybe it's a like frog slide.
Oh.
And you're adding another little tiny creature to this update.
Yes, the fireflies. So you can see them
Oh, nice.
roaming around, adding a lot of ambience to the swamp, making it feel just nice and cozy at night. But really, my favorite part of them is just making the world come to life, like feeling like there is life going on all around you. And Oh yeah, also their frog food. Yeah, forgot to mention that.
That
Their frog
makes
food.
sense.
Poor fireflies.
Yeah, but look how happy the frog is.
Yeah, and
That's
they're
true.
beautiful frog food. So you can both enjoy them in the atmosphere and the frogs get to eat. So that's, you know.
Everybody wins.
Now, we're calling them fireflies, but Corey, is that what you called them growing up?
Actually, no, we called them lightning bugs.
I did too. And it
Yeah, there's they go by both names. I'm pretty sure they go by both names. They're both called fireflies and lightning bugs.
in Swedish it's
eldflugor, and that's actually literally translates to fireflies.
okay. It's very interesting. It became like a lot of people talking about what you called it growing up. But we're really excited to have fireflies or lightning bugs in the game. I want to know more about baby frogs.
Yes, so all baby mobs in Minecraft are just like tiny versions of the grown-ups, but with frogs we're actually adding tadpoles.
Oh wow. Makes sense. That's cool.
Once again, you deliver on the promise of cute and derpy with the tadpoles.
We do.
Yes, and you can pick them up in a bucket.
Yes, and that's actually extra helpful for the tadpoles because we have frog variants, and when a tadpole grows up, it will pick a variant depending on the temperature in the biome it grows up in. So, for example, if it grows up in a really cold place, it's going to turn into a snowy frog. Yeah, as you can see here. So, the frogs have kind of like two main systems. One is the tadpole system,
I
and
thought
the
they
other
literally
one
like
is the cold-blooded
deconfirmed that
system.
they were
So frogs are
even
like the
doing
first
like mob
cold-blooded animal
variations.
in Minecraft.
That's so cool.
And in real life, there actually are frog variants that pick a color depending on, or they adapt their color depending on temperature. And we wanted to have that in Minecraft. We wanted
It's just
to
like frogs in
Minecraftify
real
it.
life,
So
'cause
therefore, the
frogs
tadpole's
in
going to
real
pick a
life
variant
are
instead,
a lot of
depending on
different
the
colors.
temperature.
That's so cool. And there are three variants.
Yes, it's going to be three variants.
Okay, so we've seen two. What's the third one?
The third one is the tropical frog. So let's say you were venturing out into the desert or the jungle, and you take your tadpole with you, and if it grows up there, it'll turn into a lovely tropical frog. And what I really love about the tropical frogs is how just relaxed they look, and they're like blending into the sand almost. They're just so relaxed, just chilling there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think there was a reason that they were colored that way.
There is a reason that they are white. So, I was reading a lot about frogs. Always when we had something new, we read up a lot. It's super fun because we can be really geeky. And then I learned about the real-life frog that's called gray foam-nest tree frog and lives, for example, in Angola, Botswana, and Kenya. And that frog can actually turn almost white to avoid overheating. So that's like the inspiration for the tropical frog in Minecraft.
I love all three of them. And you have these different color variations, but you also have something else special about the frogs.
Yes, so each frog variant is going to have something unique that will be useful for the players. But we actually don't even know what that is yet because we are working on the frogs right now.
That is so cool.
Okay.
So Corey, which frog is your favorite?
Oh, it's got to be the snowy frog. They look so cozy.
Ooh, I'm tropical frog. I'm very interested to see which one the community loves the most.
I love them
all of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think
Thank you
snow.
so
I
much
think
for
like
joining us,
the
Corey,
white one's
and,
like
taking us
fine,
into
but
a
it's just
deep
the other
dive
two
of
seemed a
all
lot
really
more
cool
visually
swamp
appealing.
things.
Yeah, happy
Thank-
to be here.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you,
Of course.
Corey.
I'm just going to hop on out of here.
Bye,
So
Corey.
many puns. I like that though.
This is quite an awesome update. And I mean, I really see the name for the wild update.
Yeah,
you get a
these
bit of
updates have been
everything in it.
slapping. What is this? I'm guessing this is part of the deep dark. You're gonna enter the warden's mouth to go into the deep dark if you go in the quote-unquote correct way. I guess, maybe, who knows. That's not what I wanted. There we go.
Yes, and I love the contrast. As you can see in this pretty concept art, it's really like that beautiful nature and the super
Concept art does
terrifying
look
deep
cool.
dark. And I love that contrast between these two things.
It's absolutely amazing. Well, we're getting close to the end of the show. And as always, the time has flown by and a lot has happened.
It's been the whole VOD is 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm not sure if that's flying by.
during this show. So let's look back at some of the biggest announcements, and then
That's pretty
we
long,
will
man.
reveal the winning mob.
Coming later this year, sometime in the next 2 months, which is Pog. Yep. Coming to Game Pass, it's always Pog. Yeah, it's cool for people who do mods. Yeah, that's cool, but I feel like they could have done that. Wild update. That's coming out next year. Wow. Okay. So they didn't really add. I mean, frogs are supposedly gonna have like a good purpose, but I think the redesign. I think like the redesign of the swamp is a positive though, and the fact that they're adding like a bit more to it is also cool. Yeah, and the fact that they're doing more of the deep dark is great, even though it's gonna be delayed to the wild update. That's fine.
Now it's time to see what mob you chose to add to the game. Hey Jens, do you have the results?
Yes, I have them right here in my chest.
Wow!
Really exciting.
You really came in style.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. That looked really comfortable. Okay, but now it's time to announce the
Here
winner.
we go. I'm ready to see this.
And the winner is the LA.
Wow.
Yes, I'm super happy
Yeah,
about that.
that's cool.
It's a lovely, lovely mob.
That is so exciting. So Agnes, when can everyone expect the LA?
So the LA will be included in the Wild update, and it's gonna be released next year.
Next year, the Wild update with the LA. I can't wait. Thank you all so much for joining us. Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Nice. I'm ready for Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and I'm ready for the Wild update. Honestly, shocks me that they're releasing it next year. But you know, seeing like back-to-back stuff. And I'm assuming that's... Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, no, that's it. And this seems to be kind of... Okay. For some reason, it just like cut to a black screen, and then I think they accidentally like changed scenes there. So yeah, that's it. Cool. That's cool, man. Okay. So I didn't take. Actually, that did almost take the entire time because I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. So that did take up almost the entire time. Somehow, the pre-show was like a third of the actual Minecraft Live, which is fine because I didn't watch this live. I mean, I can skip all the garbage parts. I say garbage. I can skip the parts I don't want to watch. So, let me go ahead and tell you. I don't know if you're not part of my Discord server, you can keep up with all my stuff there and keep up with updates there. So, what we're going to do now is that was basically today's stream. I was going to watch Minecraft Live 2021, and that was just going to be today's stream. Tomorrow's stream, we're going to try playing FNAF 1. I don't really like playing horror games because they scare me pretty easily, but I'll try playing FNAF 1. If FNAF 1 does not work out, I'll try playing Dead Space 1, which is apparently another spooky game. And yeah, that's about it for the plans. Let's go ahead and raid somebody from the Minecraft category, because I always do that at the end of my streams. We just raid some random person in the or in the category of whatever I'm streaming on. So let's do this guy with 0 viewers. He actually hasn't started yet. That's even better. He's gonna be shocked. Okay. What? Something. Okay. We'll try it again. Oh, you know what? Hang on. If it doesn't work this time, it may not. Oh, you know what? He probably has his raid settings set to not allowing raids. Okay. Alternate plan. We will raid this guy. So, and this is actually somebody off of that I'm following. He's playing one of the COD games. Seems like a good streamer, if you know what I mean. Now we gotta wait 10 seconds. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.